Hi. 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 Hello. You guys, you guys over there, you're hilarious. Hello. You guys are so funny. Hi. Hello. Imagine if I was British and I said hello. Imagine. What if I was French? Bonjour. Yeah, that's right. I speak multiple languages. Greetings, peasants. Yeah, I could have done that too. That in an alternate timeline. What's so silly? What a silly thought. What's so silly? Hello. Welcome. Hello. Hi. It's been so long. It's been like a billion trillion years. What? So much has happened. I'm changed. I'm different. I'm so different. I'm completely. I'm not even. Gummy Cat, who's that? It's me. I say, bonjour. Oui. Oi, mate. It's been 84 years. I came back. I'm changed. I'm different. I'm like way funnier now, guys. I swear. I'm like, it's crazy, guys. You don't believe anything has changed? What? I'm telling you things and you're not believing them? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just take what I say as face value and that's it? I would never lie. I've talked about this a million times, guys. Come on. Do we have to have this discussion again? I've never lied. I Gummy Cat, hand on the Habro gummy package. I Gummy Cat have never lied. Ever. Gulp. Who would lie on the internet? Says the lying liar. I think you need to direct your pointing finger that is pointing at me. I think you need to reverse that, pointing at yourself, huh? Oh, think about that. Chew on that for a while. My fingers crossed. You'll never know. You'll never know. I was gonna say, you'll never know my fingers are. You'll never know. You'll never know in my hands. All right. Okay. I have no shame in being a lying liar. Hey, I do not lie, and I have no shame. And I have all the confidence in the world. Yeah. Yes, I have your best interest in my heart. I hear all of your thoughts. And I know, I hear you. Whoa, guy. Whoa, I hear you over there. Okay. You gotta turn the volume down a little bit lower. Because you don't need to shout, okay? I hear you. I keep bumping the mic. What the heck? Okay, I have a whole list of things, but I just thought of a random thing to talk about. Speaking of, I don't know, were we talking about doors? Those thoughts are private property. There is no private property when it comes to me. All property is my property. I slammed my finger in my front door. Have you guys ever done that? Am I alone? It was terrible. I was shutting the door and I don't know what happened. I did like a weird maneuver to shut the door and then I can show you. Wait. I'm getting ahead of myself also. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Freaky Friday. We're freaking it up over here. And I hope you guys had a good week so far. I had a pretty good one and I'm excited to tell you about it. But I can draw you what happened to my finger. Glad no one saw it. Yeah, me too. Let me draw it out for you in detail. Real quick. I got my drawing pad. Okay, so let me set it up. Yep. We can make this better. Do you like this? Do you guys like this void of just me? Do you like this background void of just me? I kind of like it. I'm a fan. I feel like I'm making like a presentation. This is my presentation. Big void fan. Yeah, we love voids. Okay. I need to get this calibrated. Where's the mouse? Hold on. Oh gosh. Oh, I found it. It's alright. Of course you would say that. Of course you would say that. Everyone's like, oh, we love the gummy zone. We love gummy void. And you're over there like, it's alright. It's okay. I've seen better. I've seen better gummy voids in my life. Okay. How I smashed my finger by gummy cat. It's been a while since I feel like it's been a while since I wrote anything down. That was weird. What finger? I'll show you. Okay, here's the door. I don't know why it's like, okay, yes. There's the door. And what finger was it? It was the middle finger. Yeah, it's like that. And my hand's all bumpy because it's like electricity pain, you know? Just like that. But I was like this. This is me. I was like, yeah. What? No. Yeah. Okay. Sure. This is what I look like. There you go. What is this? I don't know. I don't know. Real. This is real shit right here. This is real shit, okay? I can't draw today, it seems. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's like, it was like this. It wasn't bleeding, but there was like a bunch of little dots. Like a bruise formed right away. Yeah. I can't draw today. Oh well. I had other things I'm going to draw, so this will be interesting. This is exactly, yeah, this is how it feels to smash your finger in the door. Art. This is, yeah. And then my fingernail, it was fine though. It's totally fine today. the lips off our audience. Evil, fucked up VTuber. Evil, evil, evil. I don't know. I guess it wasn't that bad, but in the moment it was like, ow, 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 owie, ow, ow, ow. Maybe not as bad as stubbing your toe, though. Happened to you once? I'm not alone. Happened to me exactly the same way. See? I'm not alone. Brief but intense. Yeah. I feel like, well, honestly, I haven't gotten hurt in like a big way all that much, so I don't have much experience. I feel like little things, like a paper cut. Like, damn, paper cuts hurt. They like sting, you know? I don't like the stinging feeling. I'm sure really big injuries hurt. I don't know. Low pain tolerance? No! No! I have a very high pain tolerance, thank you very much. Okay. It's just like sometimes you want to complain about the pain, okay? Sometimes you don't want to suck it up. Sometimes you want to be like, you know what? This does hurt. Hitting your face on the edge of the door. Ah, ow, ow, ow. Very high pain tolerance, paper cuts hurt. Pick one. Why not both? I'm making a stand. Why not both? Oh yeah, this happened. So, I went to a concert. What? And it really felt like the whole entire world did not want me to go to this concert. The day of, it was raining. It was raining all day. Horrible weather. Which I guess isn't that bad for a concert. But it doesn't really make you want to go outside, you know? And I did this. Literally, moments before I was going to leave, I did this. Yeah, the talking heads guys. I got in the car and I put the directions on my phone, and guess what? Guess what I totally completely forgot about? I think this is a thing all across the United States, so I think I can talk about it. It's not exclusive just to my state or anything. Easy Pass. I don't know if you guys know what an Easy Pass is. I don't know if other countries have them or not, or I don't know. My American flag. No, I had gas. I forgot about Easy Pass, and the way I was going, it was quite a long drive, and I had to go through tolls, and I had to pay money, and everyone uses Easy Pass. And luckily, a long time ago, I did buy the device. I just never set it up. So I had to set it up. I had to take time. It took like a half an hour or more to fucking set it up before I could go. Oh my god, the whole entire world did not want me to go, I swear. It was like, oh my god. I can't believe I have to sit here and do this right now. Specific states have it. We got her. You'll never catch me. You'll never catch me. But yeah, that was extremely annoying. But it wasn't too bad. Thankfully, signing up for Easy Pass, I mean, it was kind of time consuming, but thankfully the website worked, you know. You never know about these sort of like, I don't know, is it like a government thing? A United States, you never know about these websites. They could just be absolute garbage. But this one was not garbage, thankfully. Wanted in all 50 states. Some states just let you drive past and send a bill later. Yeah, that they could. I could have went without it, and then they would send me a bill. But I was like, I have it, you know. I have it in my car, and I should just set it up. Most states. Yeah. I remember when the toll booth was the thing you had to stop at. Now people can just drive right back. They got those fancy schmancy, I don't know, it's like a capturing, it's just like cameras. Honestly, that's so much better. That's so much better. So it's great. Just drive right on by, don't even worry about it. Last week I missed my exit, so I had to get on the toll road only to undo the whole route. You know, I understand. I feel like my Google Maps is absolute garbage. Sometimes it will be like, stay on the right-hand lane or whatever. And there's like 4 lanes and I'm in the middle. I'm like, okay, so then I'll go in the right-hand lane, and then the right-hand lane turns into an exit, and they just meant the middle. Stay in the middle because it's gonna turn into an exit. The right-hand lane's gonna turn the exit, so stay in the right-hand lane in the future, which is the middle lane, because it turns into an exit, and then the middle lane becomes a right-hand lane. So just stay where you are. I don't know. I hate my little Google Maps on my phone. I freaking hate it so much. Yeah, the Google Lady Maps has it out for us, for all of us. She wants us to get lost on purpose, so we keep using Google Maps. She doesn't want the phone call to end, you know? She wants to keep hanging out with us. I don't trust her. Although I am very nice to her. When she says, turn right, I'm like, yes, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I will turn right. I want to make her British though, but I always forget until I'm like in the middle of using her. And then I'm like, I should make her British. Dang it. I forgot. I want to make her British. Or maybe I wonder if she has other accents. I noticed she has a British accent. Want more British in your life? Why? No, not really. I just want her to have a different voice. Just something else, you know? Something to spice up the ride. Yeah, I talked to the Google Maps lady. Sometimes I speak to her in British. Sometimes I'm like, thank you. That's not British. Thank you. Thank you, fair lady. Thank you so much. Thank you. Without you, I'd be completely lost. Me driving around on the roads that I drive on every day. Thank you. I don't know where I am. 5 minutes from my house. A Boston accent? Oh, yeah, or a Southern accent. Google Maps in another language to challenge myself. Yeah, I've learned many times, like when there's multiple exits or whatever, and it gets a little confusing. Like when a road diverges, when you're on the road and it goes like this, and it's like, the Google Maps does a terrible job. Awful job when the road is like this. Because it is very confusing on which road to take. I always mess up. I've messed up a lot. Oh, you just gotta read the signs. Read the actual signs. Sometimes I just go with the Google Map lady. And then I go, what? Which one? Ah! Just read the signs. The signs tell you. I've learned that the hard way. Oh my god. Okay, let me get rid of this. Get rid of this. Goodbye, work of art. It's gone. It's gone forever. Gone from our memories. Oh no! Oh no! I've a few times, you know how roads like this, there's like a little area. This area, there's times where I've been driving and I don't know which way to go. So then I just go here and I fully stop. It's terrible. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. You know what? If you take either of those roads, sometimes if you take the wrong road, you could be going like out of the state. What? This is a place you are allowed to go here. What do you mean? Have you not gotten into an accident? I am a very good driver. Okay, I'm very good at I'm good at driving because I am scared for my life. Every time I get behind the wheel, I'm absolutely terrified. So, you know, I'm on high alert. I don't understand. Okay, this part, it's not grass. It's like gravel and stuff, and like if you get in an accident, you're supposed to kind of like probably pull over there. I'm just gonna keep pointing at this until you understand that it's okay. It's not against the law. It's okay. It's just gravel. It's just like the extra part of the road that you're also supposed to use that for like emergencies. Maybe, you never know. Maybe I had an emergency. What do you? My emergency was I didn't know if I should go left or right. I don't really do that often, okay? I don't let anyone merge. No, I let everyone merge. There's this road that is the highway or whatever you want to call it, right? And they're doing construction, and this construction is going to last 2 fucking years. And it was a road, you know, it had 2 lanes, beep, boop, 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 boop. And then they made it 1 lane for I don't know how long, a mile, more than a mile, 2 miles. I don't know how long a mile is. A very long time. A big part of the road is now turned into, it was like 4 lanes or 2 lanes, and now it's just 1 lane. And speaking of merging, you know, as you can imagine, it slowed down traffic a lot. And there's been lots of times where this has happened behind me. It is not because of me. I am simply just going along the, you know, going along the road. I let people in. I let people merge at the merge point, okay? I let people go because I don't mind. I'm never in a hurry. Just go, man. But there have been times where I'm here and another car is right like this. Right, they're right up against me. I can see them. And then another car is kind of like right here. And I have a huge space. There's, you know, this car could do that if they wanted to. But they don't. Wow, stolen password. Welcome to Beta Jelly Bean. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your emotes. Thank you. But instead, I move up. We're just moving. We're all slowly moving, right? And eventually, this car does not decide to do that. So, then we're like this. And then these cars, it's like a standstill. All of a sudden, they're going along the road, and the road is getting smaller and smaller into one road, and these 2 cars don't give up. They will not give up. I've seen this happen like 3 times. That is insane to me. That's so dangerous. I just let people, this is why I just let people go. Jesus Christ, man. If you're really that desperate, if you're really that set on it, just go ahead of me. I'm not gonna fight you. It's insane. Just turn my signal on like 10 minutes before my turn. No. Although I do turn my signal on even when no one is there. Even when no one is behind me to see the signal, I still do it. What's the other thing? Okay, you guys tell me. I thought there should be some sort of rule against this. This person should go to fucking jail or something. No, I don't know. I just thought, is this allowed? This shouldn't be allowed. Have I ever laid on the horn? Just lay it on the horn? No. I've never. There's been times. Oh, recently I was driving back home from the grocery store, and you know, here's me driving along the road. Okay, that's the road now. Whatever. 2 lanes, and then there was a opening here, and there was a car here. And as I was going, they didn't see me, and they started going, and I had to slam on my brakes. It wasn't particularly that close of a call, but if I didn't slam on my brakes, I would have hit them. But that was a moment where I was like, I could have laid on the horn. Like any normal person would have done that, but I didn't. I did not. I have zero instinct for laying on the horn. I've never done it. There have been times where I put my hand over it, right? You know, but I've never. There was one time I tried to actually push it, but I didn't push it hard enough. Because I was too late. I was so nervous to do it. I don't know. Making noise with my car? Unimaginable. Telling somebody else in a vehicle that I didn't like what they did? Unimaginable. Penta squares. Yo, what's up? Anyways, here is the scenario that I think this person should be jailed. Put him in the slammer. Anyways, here I am. Here's my car. That's me. And here is a dotted line. Okay. And this is my exit. Actually, this is solid. Okay, we're coming up to the. We're right there. And here is the big truck. Who's really not cool. Okay, and they're right on my ass. They're right on my ass, okay? We're surrounded by cars, so they can't really get around me. Right, but I'm all the way on the left side, which is typically for people who are going to merge off, right? I feel like, oh no, not left, on the right side. I'm all the way on the right side. And typically, if you're all the way on the right, you're gonna merge off, or maybe you're a grandpa and you're grandma and you're going slow, okay? People who go slow, they also stay to the right. So people can merge around them or whatever. So, this was me, and I was coming up to my merge. I was gonna merge off. And right as we get there, this guy goes here. He starts going, I turn on my blinker. He doesn't see it. Because he goes right here, right where I was going. I was literally, I was turning the wheel to turn, and I went, oh shit, because he fucking floored it and went, phew, right there. I almost fucking hit him. Whose fault would that have been? I don't know. But I was pissed off. And then he went right in front of me. I almost missed my exit because of him. Oh, I was mad. This man should be jailed. Put him in jail. This should not be allowed in any way. Where was the cop? Put him in jail. Put him in jail. He was just trying to get around me by using the exit lane. Which made me not be able to almost miss my exit. That's never happened before. That was the first time that happened. My jaw hit the floor. My jaw hit the goddamn pavement. I thought, oh, terrible, terrible. Now that's a terrible driver. If he was having a bad day. Just because he's a truck owner, I don't believe it. If you own a truck, don't drive around like an asshole, because that is what is expected of you. Don't do it. Don't be an asshole with your big truck. I'm just a little car. I'm just a little tiny car, okay? Please, please do not get close to me. You scare me. I have a Prius, okay? A truck is scary. It's terrifying to me. What if his wife was in labor? You know what? That's exactly what runs through my mind when I see people driving just insanely. What if he was in labor? Sometimes I think, well, you never know. Maybe somebody's super injured, or maybe they're having a baby. Maybe they're having a baby. What if the truck was in labor? Yes, anything could be in labor. Does that excuse what he did? I don't know. I don't know. I still think he should be jailed after the baby is born. Priuses are nice. Priuses are good cars, and I would recommend them, okay? You save on gas. How much is your gas, huh? I bet it's way more than mine. You save so much. The only thing that sucks, well, one of the things that sucks is if it's really bad weather, right? It feels like your car is braking while you're driving it. It feels like at any moment you could be swept away. One time, my friend got in the car, and they were driving it, and they said that it was like a toy car. It's like, what? That car's not a toy car. It's a very serious car. It works. Why are you buying a Prius? A VTuber told me to. You'll get a great deal, okay? You want to save on gas? Get a Prius. Driving a Lego. It does get pushed around by the wind. It's a little scary sometimes. I don't know if it's me, but I feel like every time I get in my car, I'm like, yeah, today's the day. But more in like, today's the day, like a wheel's gonna pop off, or something's just gonna go wrong, and it's gonna stop driving. I always think about that for some reason. Or any little bump or something. If I hear something, I'm like, it's happening. Nothing's wrong with my car. Before this, I had a hand-me-down, I guess you would call it a hand-me-down car. It was a car that was my mom's, and then it was my brother's, and then it was mine. So by the time I got it, it was bad. I don't know what kind of car it was, but I thought it was pretty nice. It kind of looked like this. Yeah, I know how to drive. I know how to draw a car. Yeah, it was like backseat. Yep, that was my car. Yeah, and it was blue. It was blue. It was bigger than a Prius. And by the time I got it, it was just a rusted, just rust. It was just rust, pure rust. To the point where I drove it, and I remember driving it, and the steering wheel would violently shake up and down while I was driving it. And I drove it up. And I drove it for a while. And then by the time that I took it into the shop, they said, good thing you brought it in, because if you drove this anymore, I guess the like axle or something would just fall off. They said it was about to just fall off, and then you would lose control. You wouldn't be able to steer the car anymore or something. And yeah, that would have been bad. So I mean, hey, I take driving my cars to the ground seriously. Okay, I want the bang for my buck, you know? Gummy, no! I don't know. You gotta drive it till it's dead, right? And the whole car made just the most terrible sound. I couldn't even really listen to music unless I turned the music like insanely loud, because the car was just making awful sounds. And the whole steering wheel just violently shook up and down. It's fine. I traded it in and I got a Prius. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. The Gummy Mobile. I wanted to paint, since it had rust all over the side of it, I wanted to like sand down the rust and then paint it. I thought it was fun. I thought it would be fun if I painted, since it was blue, like paint clouds and maybe like a fade. So it'd be like dark blue to light blue and have little clouds. It'd be like the sky. That would be nice. But I never did that, because turns out paint for a car is very expensive. How did I manage to trade that hunk of junk in? I didn't get all that much for it. But what I did, I contributed to the new car, so... Somebody took it. Somebody took it for parts or whatever. I don't know. The guy who I bought the Prius from, he was real nice. If I was ever to get a car again, I'd probably go there again. Everything for a car is expensive. Yeah. I recently did the inspection and an oil change. Oh my, it cost me like a close to $100. You might be like, that's insane. And I agree. I 100% agree. Apparently, I talked to the people. I don't know if I'm getting scammed, but I talked to the car people and I was like, can we, you know, maybe like the least expensive oil change you got? Like, what's the worst oil you can give me, brother? Lay it on me, you know. I'm looking for like $25, $30, I don't know, something like that. And he said that for my car, a Prius, I have to do the most expensive. I have to do premium. I don't know. If I'm getting my oil changed at the shop, I'm getting ripped off. What? Oh, you mean like doing it myself? What are you, crazy? Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Just take out the oil yourself and then put it back in. Ooh, yeah. I've never. For your car, I recommend this mysterious and expensive brew. I brewed it myself. That's why it has a higher cost, but trust me, it's the only brew for your car. My blinker fluid checked? What? There's no blinker fluid. Yeah, no, you're messing with me. You're messing with me. Well, there's like windshield wiper fluid. I don't know. I got an inspection. Don't they inspect? They inspected it. It was kind of weird too, because whenever I turn on the Prius, right? So the Prius has two modes because it's electric and not electric and normal. So the normal mode, where it does normal car stuff, it's kind of like, right? But then if I open the door, you hear like a ting tang ting twang twang. Something's rattling around. Something's rattling around in there. You know what I mean? Oh, have fun at your show, whatever the show is. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Blinker fluid is really important. You need the fluid to be able to blink. That's true. Anyways, my car makes like a rattling noise, but then the rattling noise goes away when it does electric mode. So I told them about that, and then I picked up my car, and they said they didn't say anything to me about it. So just gonna assume it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. Except for every time I go into my car, I'll worry about it. Does it still rattle? Yeah. Yeah. I can't change who I go to get my car done with because the people that I go get my car done with, we've always gone to them. They're like, apparently we were their first customers, my family. My parents went there and we were their first customers. So they treat us really nicely and they give us discounts all the time. So, you know, I'm there for that sweet first family customer discount. But lately, they have gotten extremely popular and it's been hard to even make appointments. And I don't know about those discounts anymore. I'm not quite sure. I feel like they treat me very differently. I don't like going there alone. I have to go there with my dad, actually, because I just always feel a little uncomfortable. You know, they treat me kind of like when I'm alone, they treat me like a little kid. It's just not fun. It's not fun to deal with. So I just end up going there with my dad and they just deal with my dad. Am I a bad tipper? I don't tip. Wait, you're supposed to tip? You're supposed to tip? You're not supposed to tip at a fucking car place. That's the bill and you call it a day. What? Yeah, they've forgotten how they started. They forgot their number one customers and then their number one customer's daughter. Give me the discount too. I never tip anywhere. I actually never, unless it's a restaurant where I sit down and I have a waiter. I never do it. I don't do it. You know, the little thing that they turn to you? You know, I'm at the freaking, like, 7-Eleven getting a snack and they turn the thing and it says tip? What? I'm not giving 7-Eleven tips. No. I want my freaking my slushy and my gummies and I'm out of here. Big fat zero from me with no zero hesitation. Yeah. Get a tip for doing the work. Yeah, how about you tip me? I'm the one who picked it out and walked over here and I'm paying for it. I think you should give me something. Not European. I'll tip in like a regular tipping scenario. That's not crazy. You know, if somebody puts in the work, there's a waitress who's waiting on me. I'm gonna give her a very big tip, actually. Because I was in that position and it was hell on earth. Being a waitress is hell on earth. Please give your waitress $5 or more. Preferably more. Do I tip an Uber driver? Yeah. I haven't really ever used an Uber driver except for like if I was on a trip, which I'm never really on a trip. I would imagine I would, yes, tip an Uber driver. Unless the Uber was very expensive and then I would go, you're getting, I don't know, $5? Is that enough? You're just getting the minimum here. A smackaroo. Yeah, cash is best in terms of waitressing. Because then they just get to pocket that. They just pocket that. Anyways, where's my list of things? Guys, we have so much to talk about. It's crazy. Cash is king. Cash is gross. Cash is dirty. Smelly, stinky. Speaking of smelly and stinky, I went to a concert. I went to a concert. Ooh. Oh, is it true that you have to tip certain percentage of the whole receipt, or you can tip only if you want and whatever you want? I mean, I would say it's customary to do like 15 or 20%. That's the norm, you know? That's like, it's not really particularly expected. You can tip whatever you want. You can tip 0 if you want. But yeah, it's like 20% is pretty normal. 15-20% if you want to be nice and normal. Yeah, socially it's expected, but you could just write a 0 and no one's gonna chase after you and be like, "What? You didn't fucking tip, man?" Unless they're crazy. And you have the full right to say, "Yeah, I didn't tip." And they would say, "Oh, okay. Sorry, man. I'll let go of your shirt. Have a nice day." Yeah, if it's a large group, it's encouraged. Where the receipt says it takes a percentage. Yeah, sometimes there are some places now that say that it's included. It can be a little confusing. Sometimes I like when some receipts just tell you an appropriate amount. A large group, definitely you should be tipping because the waitress or whatever has to do a lot more work. If you're just like one person, you know, usually just $5. If you're just like a small group, whatever your meal is, you get a receipt, usually $5 is enough. I was always happy when there was a $5 bill on the table. Should you be tipping streamers? Yes. Yeah. I mean, hey, you don't have to, but like socially. No, I'm kidding. Actually, don't tip any streamers. They don't do it. Don't ever do it. Don't ever pay them. I only tip streamers when they make funny jokes. Oh. But my funniness has gone up at least 10% while I was gone. 10% tip? So no. No, nobody do it. It's over. Don't do it. I don't want your money. I don't want your tips. What am I? Yes. Let me look at my list. I only tip streamers when they say kind things to me. Looks like you're never gonna tip me. Okay. So, I went to I always feel like I say his name wrong. David Brian? Is it Brian or Brian? David. Let's get a picture of him. If you guys don't know, I will teach you. I'll tell you. David? Like Burn. Oh, Burn! Yeah. David Byrne. Should I get a young picture? Here, let's get him in the big suit. Yep. This is a younger picture of him. He's in a big suit. That's him. David Byrne. This guy, he's part of a band called Talking Heads. Or at least he was. I don't think it's a band anymore. But yeah, now he does his own thing. He makes his own music. Hey, you know who that is. Yeah, you know who that is. Here, I'll show you an old picture of him. This one's good. He's still in the suit. Oh man, that's just a man. He was very big. I didn't like that. Make him smaller, please. Okay, look, he's still in the suit. He's great. I like his music, although his music is, I would say, you know, not the majority of people who enjoy his music are probably older than me. Significantly older than me. Okay, this is all my dad's doing. Okay, this is my dad's fault. He ruined my taste. He ruined my ability to how do I say, to like new music. I like all the music and I can't relate to my peers with the new music. They must be real old. Yeah, real old. But I was excited to see this because, you know what? I was like, I want to see him before it's too late. That's terrible to say, but you know, I mean, he could easily retire and then stop performing at any point. But he's still going. He's a bit older and he's still doing it. He's still doing a great job. And he's still making music, which is really cool. But I was like, man, I gotta go. And I was really worried about it because this was a birthday present from my mom. She bought the tickets. Let me explain. Here's the theater. Here's the seats. I'll draw the theater for you. La 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 la. You know, it's kind of like this. I also have pictures of it. There's like 3 tiers. They're all seats. It's not like a standing concert or whatever. And this is the stage. Guess where I was? I was right here. This is me. So pretty far away. I was a little worried that, I don't know, maybe visually it wouldn't look good, or maybe I couldn't hear very well. I'm not sure. I was all the way in the back. But when we got there, the lady scanned the ticket and she was like, "That's one of the best seats in the house." What? I said thank you. She said, "That's one of the best seats in the house," and I said thank you. So I was really worried about that. But yeah, I got the best seat. I got the best seat. Getting there, I wanted to eat food, but I couldn't. I was walking around and every place was full of people, and there were so many like bars and nightclubs. There wasn't just a normal place just to sit down and get some food. So I ended up going to like this deli, and I wasn't very hungry, but I felt like I should eat, and I got a popsicle. I got one of those it's the strawberry ones that are like this. And then it has the red dots. You know, these ones? The ones that like never melt. Yummy, yummy. I haven't had one of those in a long... Yeah, these! Very nostalgic, huh? I saw it and I was like, sure. Let's do it. I don't know. And then I got in line and it was a lot of old people. And I gotta tell you, okay? Older people, they have a certain smell to them. You know, I'm just saying. There was a smell of old. And then I was in line and some lady passed by me and she was older and she said, "Wow, this is crazy." I don't know, for me, I can't help but overhear people talking, you know? Maybe I'm a little nosy, but I just can't help it. Sometimes people say very funny things in passing. Not to me, but just like the other person they're saying. She said, "Wow, this is crazy." Even though I didn't feel like it was all that crazy. Just felt like a very normal concert line. I was like, I crave the gossip. I do. What else is there to do? I had to walk up like 4 flights of stairs to get to my seat. But it was fine. Surrounded by old people. I was looking around trying to figure out if I was the youngest person there. There were some people who were younger, but I don't know if there was anyone younger than me. It was hard to tell. But it seemed like a good amount of old people there. Let me see. There was a lady in front of me who had her phone out and she was showing it to the person next to her. So it was like, where's my, okay, hold on. You know, it was like this. This is her and this is her phone. She just had it here. And this was the other person. And they were both looking at it. And I was right here. So I couldn't help but just stare at it. Is that terrible of me? I don't know. It was right in front of me. It was kind of funny. I don't know. She was just showing pictures of like that she took of buildings. And then she swiped a little bit too far. And it was pictures of like her own conversations with people, like text conversations. And then there was a picture of like a really old, I don't even know who it was, I couldn't tell, like the first president or I don't know, just some very old picture of a guy and a quote, and they stared at that shit for like too long to process, to read the quote. I don't know what they were looking at. They were just looking at it. It was strange. Selfies with George Washington. I don't know. I couldn't quite make out what the dude was or what the quote was. It seemed very strange. That was the thing that they looked at the longest. And then she put her phone away. What else? Oh, the person next to me, the dude next to me. Oh, I was so jealous. He had Mike and Ike's. But I didn't want to get up, you know, because I was in the middle. I was in the middle of the row. So if I got up, I'd have to be like, "Oh, excuse me. Also, I don't know where the Mike and Ike's are located. So that would have been a whole thing. I just stared at his Mike and Ike's like, I wish I had some of those. And lots of people were drinking. I guess there was a place you could buy snacks and food and beer. Now that is very important information. Remember the beer. Do not forget. The beer was there. That was an element to the concert. Honestly, I kind of wish that it was way more strict. Would you ask for a Mike and Ike? No, I would not have. And I did not. I don't know. That guy he was talking mostly about, I don't know if he was it didn't seem like I don't know if he was on like a date or if the person he was with didn't seem like they knew each other very well. But he went on and on and on about, I don't know, somebody he knows had some sort of surgery. See, I tell you, I just sit there and I just listen. It's so bad. Oh, I'm terrible. What else are you gonna do? Look at my phone? I don't know. I just like looking around and looking at people and kind of hearing bits and pieces of conversation. Sometimes it's very funny. No, I didn't get any beer. I just sat on my seat until this show started. Oh, let me show you pictures. I'll show you pictures. The concert didn't start. Okay, this was a lamp above me. I thought this was pretty cool looking though. I love intricate theaters. You know, when they have the this is kind of a lame first picture. Let me. Wow! Look at that. See, now you get the full picture. And here is the stage. Wow. Okay, okay. Hey, look, somebody's got their phone out. Let's zoom in on that. No. I was not sitting directly like that. This is a picture that I took while going to my seat. I was like, oh, I should get a head on. You can look, it kind of makes a nice picture. There you go. Yeah, it looks really nice. It was nice. Very intricate. Yes, it looks old and well made. Yes, it is very nice. So this was more of this angle, this area. That's where I was sitting. Picture from where I was sitting. You see all the old people in front of me. Not that far from the stage. Yeah, I mean it's like a downward, you know. It goes the stage goes up so anyone can see wherever you are. Zoom in on the phone. Okay, let's zoom in on the phone. Let's see what this lady was up to, huh? This is terrible. What's this? Oh, a text message. A group chat? Looks very one-sided, doesn't it? Whoa, she's like ignoring this one person. This person sent them like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 messages? It looks like at the top they might be getting more notifications. This is a busy person. Enhance. It's kind of messed up. They didn't even... Oop. Oops, it flipped. Or did it? What happened to this? Uh-oh, it like flipped a weird way. Okay, now she's on that side. Well, anyways, here's the stage. And if we zoom in on the stage, you can kind of see... You can kind of see there's these huge speakers on the side. And at the top, there's these like lights. I've never seen that before. Kind of cool. But it makes sense for what they did during the show. But whoever freaking mixed this concert should be fired. You know, like live, the sound of all of the instruments together and everything. I think they should be fired. Get them out because they did a terrible job. I wish that I brought earplugs or whatever. Maybe that makes me I wouldn't say that makes me an old person because I was surrounded by old people and they are all loving it and nobody was you know like, oh, my ears. I was the only one. I was sitting there like doing this. That was me. This was me. Loud! Very loud! And not mixed well. Sometimes the drums were louder than anything else. And also, all of them... There was lots of people on the stage and all of them singing together. You couldn't understand what they were saying. Even though sometimes there were a lot of songs I knew, a lot of songs I did not know, and it was hard to make out some of the words sometimes. Let me get rid of this because I'll tell you what the performance. It was actually pretty cool, and I think it was cool what they did. Let me see if I can display this correctly for you. Okay, so this is the stage, one thing that I love to do when I see a concert or a show or anything is I love to see, I guess, how they do it. You know, what are they doing? What are the ideas that they're doing on stage? And how are they doing it? I think about those things when I watch a show. There are these big, like, almost, they look like glass. And it was like this. These big panels. And it made the stage look like a circle. And there was also panels, it seemed like there was panels behind these panels. Like this. And that's kind of how it was layered. But it was much more like this, like a circle. I guess this stage would be more like that. Okay. So, and this is where they were. La 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 la. And there was like 10 of them. There was like 10 of them. And they utilized this stage in a really cool way because it was like this whole thing was a giant projector and they could project anything they want. And it became this, they projected like the ground and then the skyline, and like they got some drone shots of the skyline, and then it was projected on these panels and it was moving around. It made it look like they were like flying around. And they projected it to be anything they want. One time it was a road. This bottom part here was like this. And they were standing on a road, and then up here was like cars and buildings and street lamps and stuff like that. But it was all moving as if, you know, like we're going along on the road, and everything's turning. Wee, 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 wee. Very, very cool. I don't know how they did this. I thought like it must be some sort of projector or something, or maybe these are big screens, but that wouldn't make any sense because they're standing here, right? And they're stomping, they're dancing. There was like 4 dancers, or yeah, I think there was about 4 or 5 dancers, and then there was 3 drummers, 2 people on the guitar, there was a guy on a saxophone, just everything, a piano guy. And they had these like suits, kind of. They were all dressed in these blue suits. Oh, wait, oh, let me make him less of a mermaid. Oh my god, why? I can't draw today, I can't draw today. Yeah, okay, there we go. Whatever, that's that. I can't. Whatever, they had these straps. So, like, the drum guy was strapped. And he had a drum on him. And they had every single one of them had these, like, blue jumpsuits. But they all looked the same. Actually, but David, you can see him pretty well because of his very bright white hair. You can point him out pretty easily. It was all very cohesive and cool. I liked it a lot. The show was very cool. Their ideas were very cool. There was one point where they all were standing on stage and they all had spotlights on them, except it wasn't really like a traditional spotlight like this. It was like a projection. I really have no idea how they did this without, like, because you think a projection there would be a bleed of light, but there wasn't any bleed of light. Well, anyways, they were on stage, right? And they were standing there. La, 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 la. And they had like David. And it was like this circle of light. Or actually, yeah, there was a circle of light and it had their names very clearly. Their names, while they walked around, followed them. And while it followed them on this screen, hold on. On this big screen, you saw their names as well. David. And wherever David went on the stage, this also went along with it. What? I have no idea how they did that. I thought that cameras, projection. I have no idea. And it was like there were like 10, 15 people on the stage with names that followed them as they walked around. And then it also was on the stage? What? I don't know. I don't know how it like tracked them perfectly. Actually, the one person that it fucked up and didn't track perfectly was David himself. I was like, man, someone's gotta get fired. Someone has to get fired, right? They fucked up the one person they weren't supposed to fuck up. David himself, his name kept going like more like choreography? Maybe. It wasn't completely perfect. Like at one point, David was here in the front of the stage and the rest of the people were here in the back. So there was a bunch of names here. And we could only see one name here and David's name. But then these people, this whole crowd moved up. And then we saw a whole bunch of people's names. So it got like cut off here. And some reason one person was at a certain line where we could still see their name. It was kind of awkward. But I don't know. I have no idea how they did that. I thought at first maybe it's just like a person, you know, they have spotlights where a person can like actually, a person themselves is holding on to the spotlight and watching the show and just following the person around. That's what they usually do. But this seemed like technology, you know? This seemed like some sort of thing. This didn't seem like a spotlight guy. Especially because David's name kept getting messed up. And it kept moving back and forth. And I was like, that's not like a human doing that. That's some sort of, I don't know. I don't want to say AI, but I have no idea. It was a really cool idea though. Cool. Lots of cool ideas. I will say, in terms of this show, his last show that he did, he recorded and he made like, I don't know if you would call it a movie, like I guess it's a movie, made like a movie out of it. A concert movie. And it's the same concept. So if you wanna, they didn't have this fancy stage, right? They didn't have this whole thing, but they were in suits and they all performed together and they did some cool stuff with lighting and the songs and everything. They took it to a whole different level with this. But I would say that the older concert that he made into a movie or whatever you want to call it, I think I ended up enjoying that a lot more because he kind of made it into a story in a way. There was like a through line with the songs and a through line, you know, in between songs he would sometimes say things. It all kind of blended together and it kind of told a little story in a way. It had some meaning. This concert that I saw, I don't think he did that as much. He did stop and sort of say things. But it was just general, you know, story here, story there. But it wasn't this cohesive, meaningful thing, which isn't a bad thing. It's not like he has to do that every time. But that was what I was sort of missing in terms of this concert, I guess. What I was expecting. But it was still really cool to see. Hands down, the worst, I don't know, concert crowd ever. The worst. Absolutely. The worst people ever. It made me, I was sort of seething in my seat at these people. Which kind of sucks. You know, I tried not to let it take away from the concert itself. But oh, it was so bad. I don't know how many technological innovations they have introduced into the theater world, but I remember plays in which the stage itself was moving. Oh, this was not moving. It was like projection movement. Amorican. Hi, welcome. I do actually know. Oh, your name's Ben. I do actually know French from taking it in high school, but unfortunately, I only know very basic things, and I am only speak English. I'm sorry. Although I do like French, and I can understand very basic things. Yeah, but they do have moving stages. It's kind of cool. They do have, like, I've seen that before, where they have this part's kind of like a circle and will move around. But this did not move. These structures stayed here, and it was like being screened, projection. Pretty cool. But yeah, the audience. Oh my god. Oh my god, these people. First off, the lady that I mentioned that I looked at her phone. Well, just wanted to say hi in French. I like it. I like it. Hello. Bonjour. That lady, she ended up being one of the worst. Because she would constantly stand up. Not really, she would sort of half stand up in her seat during parts of every single song. And she would lift her arm up, all the way up. And start like, yeah, moving it around. Like she's really getting into the music or whatever. And her arm was directly in front of me. So every time she moved her arm up, it was like, ah, cool. Yeah, that's right in front of me. Very cool. Very cool. So that was annoying. Oh, and she constantly moved around to the people next to her and talked. She would talk out loud. That was sort of annoying. And she'd like slap the person next to her whenever she got really excited. She'd like slap their back and like shake them around. She was really excited, which I can't like blame her for. I mean, hey, good for her. She's really excited about this. And of course, she also took out her phone. And she recorded bits. So sometimes I was actually just looking through her phone at the stage because it was so distracting. I have been to a concert where they had like a no phone rule. The Jack White concert that I went to, he has a no phone rule. And I remember that sort of being controversial. Like, there was a news place. There was a news, people. There was news people there at the concert. And they were like filming people, I don't know, about the concert. And they were asking people about the no phone rule also. So I guess it was a little like, oh, you know, taking away your phone. I think it's a good thing though, because this concert, holy shit, man. Jesus, so many people took out their phones to record, and I can understand, but I just don't do it. I don't do it. I can't do it. It's distracting. I don't know. And I don't think it's worth it. To me, it's like, recently my mom showed me some pictures that she took on her phone, and she took so many, like 100 pictures or something. And I was like, what are you gonna do with all those pictures, Mom? And she said, I don't know, I'm gonna delete them. So that did to me, you know, that's what I think of, I guess, when people take pictures or whatever, especially at a concert. It's like, you're just gonna freaking delete that shit eventually, man. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll keep it on their phone forever and they're gonna watch it every day. Maybe the lady in front of me, she was really excited, but I don't know. But I put my photos in a little Discord That's what sometimes I have, like my own little Discord that I use, and I have a little Discord chat, I guess, for trips and stuff. That's where I put all my photos, so I don't have to have them on my phone, but they're still technically on my phone. It's a good idea. Gotta have a little place for your photos. But I don't like keeping them on my phone and my photos. I usually delete them. I got it all up here. I got it all up in my mind, you know? But yeah, that was very distracting. And I couldn't help but at one point look around because the lady in front of me was going absolutely insane. So I kind of looked around, and I was all the way in the back, so I could see a lot of the audience. And I looked around, and there were just little pockets, little places here and there of people. Individual people, people, you know? One person there, going absolutely ape shit. There was a guy who was just like, oh, I can't do it, wait. And he's like, yeah. He was bobbing his head like crazy, which I cannot say that that's a bad thing or whatever. It's just kind of like, dude, I mean, we're at the, we're at, you know, like David Byrne. We're at David Byrne, man. Not that insane. It's not like a metal concert where you freaking... Was there a mosh pit? Well, at some point, a lady all the way... So this is my row, right? And then there was a row here and a row here. The lady right here, I was here. The lady at the edge of the seat here got up and started dancing in front of everyone. And then there was like 3 of them, and they were all like, oh, they had their hands up in the air, and they were like spinning and twirling the fuck around, and they were dancing, and it was fucking weird, man. It was very strange, and they got in the way of the stage itself. Like they were, I just ended up watching them for a little bit because there was nothing else to look at. It was just them. Not cool, man, not cool. And then at some point, some people came down the stairs and they told them, I guess, to go up the stairs. And then all of a sudden I looked behind me and there was a huge crowd of people dancing around and stuff. Old people. These are not young people. They're all like dancing back here and going crazy. And oh my god. The problem was they were extremely loud, okay? They were extremely rude, I would say. They all started talking at like full volume, talking to each other about shit. I don't know what. I couldn't hear them, but it really pissed me off, honestly, because, I mean, there were moments in between songs where David would talk and he'd tell us a little story or whatever, but sometimes I would fucking miss it because there was a whole crowd of people behind me talking and doing whatever they want. I don't know. I was very surprised. You know, they had like ushers and people who were there on the sidelines. They have a job to do. I don't know what their job is besides take you to your seat, but I feel like they're also there if people are being really loud or rude in some way, or if they have to kick somebody out. But they just let people crowd around in the back, and they were obviously very drunk people because they let people have beer, and there were so many drunk people. There was one time there was a guy who was like, what the fuck, you spilled your beer all over me. You know, I guess somebody spilled their beer all over this dude, and he full volume said, what the fuck, you spilled beer all over me. Oh my god. I heard a man say that he was a lesbian. I don't know. I'm not saying he was or wasn't a man, but he sounded like like a really old dude. I don't know. Very strange, but he just said that out loud. Very loud. It sucked because, hey, like I said, I like to eavesdrop. Maybe this was my punishment because I didn't want to hear them. I didn't want to hear them, but I could hear them. It sucked. Old fights? No. They were talking, and David was talking in between a song, and then somebody said, "Shut up!" to them really loud. And every time David said anything, people went, "Woo, wow!" You know, "Wow, wow!" They started screaming. And I understand the excitement, but also, man, let the man talk. Let the man get a sentence in before just wooing at him and screaming at him. And sometimes it would throw him off. Sometimes people would just scream at him, and he went, you know, like, It would make him pause. Maybe because he was waiting to see if anybody else was gonna scream or waiting for the scream to stop. I don't know. But it seemed like it threw him off sometimes. People were, I would say, too excited. I mean, for me, I felt like they were putting on a show, right? It wasn't just a band there playing their songs, you know? They had this whole stage set up like I talked about, and they did dance moves. They had this whole choreography thing. It was more than just a band playing their songs, you know? But it felt like the audience was I don't know, handling it as if it was just a band playing their songs. You know? Yeah, I don't like people drinking at concerts. It did sort of feel like some people were there just to drink. And it was like, god damn. Like, these are a bunch of old people. I would have assumed that they could hold their fucking one beer. But all these people were drinking one beer and they go absolutely apeshit. They go wild. That kind of ruined it. I think that was maybe the first concert that I feel like I think I've been to other concerts where there was alcohol, but I never really thought about it. It never was a thing that interrupted the concert in a way, but this one definitely did. Which is strange, because I've been to concerts where there were mosh pits. I've been to concerts where there was huge crowds of people, you know? And you'd think those people would be the ones going crazy and dancing and drinking, and it would be miserable in that way. But it never was. And then if you look at, I mean, this is like a nice establishment where you think, oh, we're all going to sit in our seats nicely and watch the show. No, that didn't really happen, did it? I mean, look at this theater, man. It's nice. Yeah, mosh pits are wild, but organized. I was not expecting wildness for this show. I was expecting all of us to sort of sit in our seats and watch and clap and cheer. Oh, and then at one point, for like half the show, everyone just decided to get up. Everyone decided to stand up. I didn't want to stand up personally, but I had to see the show. So everyone stood up, and then I had to stand up, and that kind of sucked too. What kind of music does this guy make? Good question, I guess. Let's see. What does Google say? It's a rock band. They're a fusion of funk, post-punk, and afro-pop. I would agree with that. Fusion of funk, post-punk, and afro-pop. What kind of music do they make? Good music. Although, his most recent album, I don't know if I would particularly recommend. He played some of his songs from his most recent album, and I would say that those were the more weaker songs. I cannot imagine I don't know. When was his band created? 1970s? Okay, so his band was made in the 1970s. Who knows when his band got really popular exactly. But let's just say 1970s. Band created, made music, got popular. His songs from back then are still extremely popular, and he played those songs at this concert. I can't even imagine that. It's been a billion years, and he still has to play. He still has to play. He has to play his songs that he's been playing since the 1970, man. I feel like that would suck. What is Afro pop? Dude's white? This guy is very... I don't really know how to say it myself, but inclusive. He was very influential in having all types of people in his band. His band was never just him. It was like 20 people. And yeah, he had a lot of... I don't know. He lifted a lot of people up. That's always been his thing too. He had a lot of good messages in the concert that he did, you know? He's always been like that, I guess. Which is cool. It's cool. Yeah. But I would say, if you're ever interested, he did make a movie recording of his last concert, and I thought it was pretty good. If you want to watch something that I basically watched, it was pretty much the same thing except for the new visuals. There is a good recording of it out there. Yeah, but that was pretty much it. It was a good concert though. Like, the concert itself was good. The performance was good. The sound mixing, not so good. I had to like cover my ears because it was very loud, extremely loud. That person should have known better. But I guess that's also kind of a part of concerts, right? They're usually loud. Did I get a cool t-shirt? No, I didn't. I wanted the line. It wasn't even a line. It was just a mob of people, and I probably would have had to stay there for like another hour trying to get a shirt. I didn't get a shirt. Any photos with them? No way. He's like very famous. I don't think they really do that anymore. Do some concert people like go out and say, hey, whoever wants a picture can have it? I think I saw their tour bus though. There were some buses that seemed like tour buses. I was like, oh, maybe that's where they hang out and stuff. Whoa. But it was cool. I'm glad I got to see it. Sometimes there's random meet and greets. I could understand David not wanting to do that because, holy shit, some of his fans are crazy. Some of those people are crazy. I didn't realize, you know, until it was the Jack White concert, because I guess I was a little bit of a crazy fan, and I went super early. Because I thought that a lot of people were gonna come, and I thought that, you know, I should get there really early. Because I want to be front row. I want to be front row, right? So I went there like several hours before the show would start. And there were people there. There was like a handful. Maybe seven people there. And one lady, she actually made me not crazy anymore. Because I was pretty diehard fan. And I was kind of like, it was becoming my world of how much I was obsessed with Jack White and his music, you know? I was getting merchandise and posters and things like that, and I was listening to him all the time, and I was looking up like stories about his life, or you know, I was becoming a little crazy. And then I didn't meet this person, but she was there, and she was talking to another person there, and she was like endless stream about Jack White and everything about him and all these facts that she knew just off the top of her head, and she wouldn't stop, you know, and she was obviously very excited, which I wouldn't say is particularly a bad thing, but I guess I saw her and I was like, I don't want to be like that. It made me rethink it all, and I was like, actually, I think I want to be a normal fan. I think it's okay to like something a lot, but man, she was real crazy with it. She knew everything, every little detail, everything, and she would not stop talking about it. And I was like, you know, I don't want to become that. Thank you, random, super huge Jack White fan. I've learned something from you. So now I just keep my obsessions to a minimum. She was real crazy with it. She was insane. No, she was just very expressive with her appreciation. Yeah. I think it's good to be a fan of something. It's just sort of, how far are you willing to take it? New Silent Hill? Yes, we can talk about that. There was a PlayStation Direct thingy. It's not a Direct. Whatever the hell it was called. New PlayStation games. I'm just gonna call it a Direct. The PlayStation Direct was kind of garbage. Now, I could say there wasn't really anything for me, but at the same time, there really wasn't anything for me because I don't have a PlayStation 5. You know? But, oh yes, Showcase. Yes, that's probably what it's called. PlayStation Showcase. I don't know. I did feel like, you know, recently watching the Nintendo Direct, and Nintendo is more known, I guess, definitely for making kids games, right? But I feel like there was a lot more games. I don't know. Maybe I have a bad opinion about this. But like, okay. I do feel like it's 2025. Anyone can play any game that they want, right? Oh, good night, MP. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good sleep. 2025. Anyone can play any game they want. Who the fuck cares, right? But there are games that people make that are directed, at least marketed and made in mind for like girls or guys, you know? There are games that I look at and I'm like, that's more for dudes, you know? They made that for dudes, in my opinion. But obviously a girl could play that and have a good time. Anyone could play that and have a good time. But like in terms of how it's marketed and everything, that's kind of... In the PlayStation Showcase, for me, it was like, where's all my girly games? You know? They're not making games for the girls. Like Nintendo, there's been a rise of girl game. You know, games for the girlies. PlayStation? Holy shit, man. What the hell? There's nothing for the girlies. They probably don't know how to market games even more now. That's true. For so long, they were marketing to the boys. And they were like, girls don't like video games. Girls don't like to play video games. And you know what? They were right. No. No. I freaking love video games, guys. Yes, I watched the PlayStation Direct and was surprised that there was no girl content. Yeah, basically. I'm not really surprised. Maybe just disappointed. I don't know. I was like, I guess I was surprised that, hell, god damn it, man. It's 2025. PlayStation's still fucking marketing themselves for the boys. Like, what the fuck? You know, women play video games. Women like video games. You could be into video games. Video James. I hate them. I hate them. I never want to play another video game in my life. Somebody mentioned the Deus Ex remake. Yeah. I literally said out loud when I saw the Deus Ex remake, I've never played that game, but they showed us side by side. They shouldn't have showed this side by side because I pointed at the screen and I said, that looks like shit! You fucked it up! Oh my god, that looks terrible! It looks so bad. It's the same game. It looks so bad. They fucked it up! I was like, ew! What did you do to it? Oh no. I don't know. Apparently, I saw some people talking about it online and they were like, it might still be worth it to get it because they could give you an option to turn off the new graphics. So then it looks like the old game, but there's like updated controls. So some people are like, it might be worth it still to get it. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. Remake for Dynasty Warriors? Seem pretty girly to me. I have no idea. I'm not interested in Dynasty Warriors, I guess. So lots of those games at the PlayStation Direct just seemed, they all just sort of melded into one for me, and then it was like, I guess I wasn't really interested in any of those games. But, you know, it's fine. I'm sure there's lots of people out there who were interested in those games. I was there for the possibility of something made by the people who made Alan Wake. I was like, hey, you never know. Right? You never know. But probably not. There wasn't any new game from them. The old game on Steam for like $2? Yeah, I got it. I got it a long time ago. I have that game. Maybe someday we'll play it. Actually, yeah, someday we'll play that game. But yeah, it's pretty cheap. They seem to be making a lot of games. Like, Snake. They remade the Snake game. And they remade Deus Ex. Those are the two I can think of. Due to color scheme and similar game development engines. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Lots of things seemed... Also, anime, and Japan. Those seem to be a lot of games were like that, too. Seems to be a trend. We ran out of games. We ran out of games. Eat your slob. No, I don't want any slob. No, please. My slop is power washing. They're making a power wash too. And you know what? Fuck that. God damn it. Power wash, why are they making, the only reason I could think of that they're making, why are they making a power wash 2? Why are they making me buy another game? Why? I'm gonna buy it, but why? I don't know. Wash harder. I mean, for like, it's not that power wash is simple, but I guess the concept is simple. I don't know why you would need two. Another one. Another whole game. Just keep expanding the first one. That's how I kind of feel about it, but I could be wrong in terms of... I guess I never really thought of, like game development engines, like Lumi said. Maybe they have to do it on a whole new thing, and then they were like, it's easier just to make a whole new game. I don't know. Yeah, movies. Lots of remakes of movies, too. Did I ever play Power Wash on stream? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I did because... I did it as 5B, and I remember having like, ooh, sort of a scandalous thumbnail. I didn't even mean to do that. It was just the art that I had on hand. I think it was summertime, so I did a swimsuit art, and then I would plan to do a Power Wash stream. So I was like, hey, this fits, you know, whatever. And then that stream ended up being, at least at the time, one of my more viewed streams because we all know why. It wasn't even that good. It wasn't even that good artwork. It wasn't even that scandalous. I was pretty surprised. Marketing to boys. No! No! Oh, I'm gonna fall to my hands and knees. No! The power of the swimsuit. Oh, Lumi, gotta go. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of your night. One of my Power Wash streams is how you found me. Let's see. Well, hey. Hey, if it works, it works. Hey, hey. I remember being really scared to stream that. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, a game like that, streaming a game like that, it's just kind of like a glorified yapping session. Like the content, the game is very satisfying to watch, but, you know, it's really just yapping. Just yapping like we're doing now. And I used to be terrified of that. I used to be like, oh god, what am I gonna talk about? It was very scary. Not as scary, but now I have a list. I got my list, you know what I mean? A list helps. Advice, make a list. It helps. Let me look at my list now. Oh, I saved possibly one of the best things for last. Maybe not the best thing, but an interesting thing that happened to me today. Today, I went to a new juice. It was a juice spot. It was like something juice, and I was like, juice. A juice store? Count me in. I'll go to the juice store and check it out. What kind of juice you got in there, huh? And oh boy, did they have juice. I was kind of confused by the menu. They had a lot, and it was very colorful, which I like. I liked a lot of the stuff on the menu. It looked very interesting, but I ended up getting ice cream, actually. It was like this. Here's the cup. And then it was like swirl. And it had these strawberries all around it. And it was like swirly. Here, I'll put syrup on it for you. How much syrup you want? Too bad. You'll get as much as I give you. There you go. Yeah, there was a lot of juice there. There was a lot of juice at the juice store. Yeah. But I got ice cream. I don't know why. I think it was because the way it looked in the picture and strawberry. Ooh, strawberry. Well, yeah, it was very sauced. But the guy, okay, you're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. I order, and the guy asks me if I am a streamer. What? Come again? Excuse me, what? Sir? Hello? Huh? What did you just ask me? What? What? No, 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 no. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. Go the fuck out. What's a streamer? Huh? I've never heard of that, actually. No, I think since this was a brand new store opening, I think that he like was asking everyone so that he could do some weird, I don't know, like promotion. Like if you were a streamer, you could like promote the store or some shit, maybe get like a discount. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So I said no. I said no. And I said, can I have my ice cream? Yeah, I said no. And he said okay, and he walked away, you know? That's why no way, it was like, are you a streamer? I think I know you. It was like, are you a streamer? No? Okay, bye. Oh, my sponsorship opportunities. Man, I could have talked about how, oh, I ate this strawberry ice cream, and you know what? It was so good. I'm gonna go back and get some juice again. I love juice. Juice it up. What if like you have to say juice it up? Waiting for the streamer someday. I am very curious to know what the hell would happen if I said yes. I feel like maybe if I was a regular streamer, if I was just like a normal person, you know, I would have been like, yeah, I'm a streamer. Wow, you know? But I would have had to been like, do you know what a VTuber is? What if he was like, can I see your channel? How many viewers do you have? You know, what are your analytics? Whoa there, dude. Can I get the ice cream for free and I'll show you my YouTube channel? Please like and subscribe. I don't know. Like, what kind of promotion is that for your random for your random store in a random city, you know? Because like a streamer is a person who streams to, well, anyone. It's not just like it's localized. What would that do for you? That wouldn't help your business. Oh, what if I got my own juice flavor or ice cream flavor? Oh, that would have been amazing. I would have lost my mind. Imagine. Just because I'm a streamer? I get my own little juice? The real gummy cat came to our store and got this juice. What if they were like, can you sign this cup? And then they put it on display or something. Or like a piece of paper. They have a wall of streamers. Streamers from your local area. That store, they support their local streamer. Guys, remember, support your local streamers. They stream too. You never know. Your neighbor could be a streamer. Your teacher could be a streamer. Your mailman could be a streamer. Your grandma could be a streamer. You never know. Your favorite streamer was here. I was at the juice store. If you go into a store with juice, I might have been there. You never know. Hey, I could have stepped foot in the same juice store as you, okay? But you'll never know because I didn't write my name on the wall and I didn't let them make a Gummy Cat brand drink juice. Oh well, I'll get him next time. I've never had that though. Imagine going to a juice store and they ask you if you're a streamer. Excuse me, I'm just trying to get some juice. That turned into Seinfeld. Hey, I'm just trying to get some juice here. Whoa, what's the deal with juice stores? They ask you if you're a streamer. That's my Seinfeld impression. Thank you. Oh yeah, the gamer subs. I do not understand gamer subs. Isn't it like basically like what is it? Are you supposed to work out? Is it like workout powder? Or is it just powder I mean it's for gamers. Gamers aren't working out. Most gamers, some gamers, hey, some gamers might be working out, okay? But I'm gonna say most gamers aren't gonna be working out. Like an energy drink? My friend bought it and it stained the cup it came with. Oh, it just seems kind of like, it's more about the cups than like the drink at this point, right? Oh, I hiccuped. I don't know if you could hear that. I don't know. What a scam! What a scam! It seems a bit sketchy. Like Gatorade, but with anime titties. I haven't particularly heard great things about the company, but I don't really blame the VTubers who sign up, I guess. I can't really blame them. I can blame the company more. You know? One of my homework assignments, I don't know if I talked about this. You guys can stop me if I did. One of my homeworks assignments was to take a product and then talk about it as a like an object. Like, example, I chose Cheerios. Like, we were supposed to talk about its cultural impact and visually what it represents. So here's a box of Cheerios. It's got that heart, you know, and then it has this, and it's kind of like, and I know that that's kind of a boring choice, but I chose it because it made it very easy to describe. Box of Cheerios is visually very easy to describe, and it's very easy to be, you know, Cheerios, I think it's called what you would call like a legacy brand or something like that. I'm not quite sure the terminology of it, but Cheerios is like America. When you think of Cheerios, you think of America. That's what it's all about, baby. America's all about Cheerios. But also the heart, there's the heart, and it's all about, yeah, old as balls. It's all about heart healthy, cholesterol, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty easy. What they're going for, pretty easy. And like Americana, family, health, stuff like that. That's all the stuff. So that's kind of what we had to do, was take a product and talk about it in that way. It's America, baby. And another student picked, oh, what was it? Oh, Ghost. Have you guys heard of the brand Ghost? It was like this energy like drink, and it was like this, and then it said like Ghost, and it was yellow and bright, and it was Sour Patch Kids flavored, so it had these like bright Sour Patch Kid colors. And yeah, I seen them at the dollar store. Yeah, yes. You know, looking at it, you would think this is for a child or extremely unhealthy for me. But the person who did the assignment talked about how I guess it's really, really big for people who are into like exercise and being healthy. I thought that was insane. And that's kind of what those gamer subs make me think of, I guess. Is it's just this weird, I don't know, like why are people who want to be healthy and fit really into these ghost cans that look they look like poison. They look like, well, that's not good for me. That's not good. But I don't know. And then I looked up the Ghost brand because I was curious about their other products, because they do sell like powder, like workout. There's powders that people get for after they work out. I don't know. They mix these powders. It's like protein or whatever the fuck, and they drink it. Then I guess a Ghost also makes these things. It makes my brain go fast. Understandable. But for like an after workout drink, it's very strange. Also, the student did not mention that at all. And we're here talking about branding and symbolism on packages. And for some reason, he's like, this is really popular with the health and fitness group of people. But holy shit, that can looks like it will kill you. Why? Why? It's very strange. It confused me quite a bit. It was very confusing. The brand did not match up with the people who were buying it. You know? That's what I learned in school. That's what I've been learning in school, I guess. Cheerios. I like Cheerios. I don't really like energy drinks as a person who has not really had many energy drinks. But I had Monster recently and it was gross. I had it for the first time and it was disgusting. But I am willing to try another flavor. I got the original flavor, and as far as I've heard from people who actually drink Monster, I guess the original flavor is gross. And that I should get the white or pink flavor. So, someday I will try the white or pink flavor. Monster isn't very good. So far, I don't think it's very good. I just wanted to know what the hype was all about. And I didn't have any coffee. The strong smell. It tasted like medicine syrup that was fizzy. Cyberpunk Monster cans. Oh, that's cool. The purple sugar-free tastes like a jelly bean. Oh, I will keep that in mind. I didn't know they had sugar-free. That's because I didn't try the pink one. I'm marketed for women. You are a woman. You like the pink one. I'll try it. I'll try the pink one. I also get to keep the can. I do very much like their design. I think Monster has a cool design. I'll give them that. You know? The can is cool. I saved it. I still have it right here. Wait. Empty can of Monster. I think the can is cool. And I want a pink one to add to my collection. I also have a Pom Pom Purin can. Where he's in like a little soda can. Very cute. There are some cans that I like. And I only have those two. But maybe I'll get some more. Maybe I'll start collecting cans. Collecting trash. And I won't throw it away. I picked up a can of Fanta at the grocery store last week. And Freddy Fazbear was on the side. Oh no. Freddy, oh no! That reminds me of Halloween, when ate a bunch of those snacks, and I got a Freddy Fazbear can of, and it didn't say what it was in terms of soda, but it was the best soda ever. It was really good. I recommend the Freddy Fazbear can that does not say anything on it, except it just has Freddy Fazbear on it. If you find that, it's pretty good soda. You have a green tea bottle from Hong Kong celebrating the opening of an Egypt museum. Whoa, that's super niche and it probably looks super cool. That's really cool. Ah, that's so cool. Rare can. I got a, oh gosh, ramune? Is that what it's called? Ramune? I don't think I've ever said it out loud. I've only ever heard people say it. The one with the Japanese drink with the ball. It's like, oops, yep, something like that. There's the ball in it. That one. I got one of those. Grape flavor. It was very good. Except, I feel like, there's never very much soda in this thing. I have it. Sorry if that was really loud. I didn't expect it to be that loud. I'll do it far away. Very yummy. I wish there was more in it. There doesn't, I feel like compared to other sodas that I can get in America. This one, there's not much soda. I wish there was more. I'm a greedy American. I wish there was more soda. It wasn't that loud. Oh. Maybe I'll keep this. And I'll just do this. Attention! Attention! Pay attention to me! Actually, stop. Stop it. Stop. Stop it! This is me. POV I put you in a glass container and I'm shaking it around. And that's your bones hitting the side. Jiggly keys. Give me ASMR. No! Never! You're drunk! Oh my gosh. This guy had too much ramen. My favorite soda? That's hard. I really like root beer. I like Dr. Pepper. I like cherry. Anything that's got a little cherry in it. Yeah, probably those two though. I can't pick between the root beer or the Dr. Pepper. 12-pack of 7-Up. It was just empty? The can was just empty? That is very rare. You should have kept the can. A ranch salad flavor soda? Yes. There was a very long time ago, I did a stream where I drank sodas like that. There was a corn soda, there was a ranch soda, there was there was a grass. I got a grass soda. I drank them. Some of them were really bad and some of them were surprisingly okay. And then I combined them all into one and I drank it and it was gross. Wouldn't recommend it. That was so long ago. Maybe I could do it again. Would you guys be mad if I reused content? Technically it wasn't me. Technically it wasn't me, hey! Technically. No. Ever again. Unless... Unless... Just call it a remake. There you go. We're remaking it. It's time to go back. It's rewind time. There's an orange pop local called Agent Orange. Oh. Orange in a suit. Oh, that's cool. Isn't corn soda just alcohol? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. There was a corn soda. And, you know, I can't really say if it tasted like corn or not. But it sure tasted like something. There are evil people out there making carbonated drinks that really did not need to exist. They don't need to exist. Those flavors, please. Somebody has to stop them, please, because it's bad. Thoughts on cheer wine? I actually had no idea what cheer wine is. It's not available where I live. Yes, it's very hard to find. It was something... actually, one of my friends talked about it a bunch. So I ordered it online for them for their birthday. So I got to have some. I thought it was really good. It tasted like... Honestly, to me, it tasted like cherry Dr. Pepper, kind of. That's the thing that I related to it the most. But cherry Dr. Pepper, I think is pretty rare. I can't find cherry Dr. Pepper anywhere anymore. Cheer wine's very good though. If it was around, I would buy it a lot. But I don't, it's nowhere. Doesn't exist. I had to buy it online. Very good though. I had to trek through the 9 realms to find one shop that sells it. Well, hey, they do sell it online. You can get it online, and it came safely, safe and sound. The Cracker Barrel store? I've never been. I don't know. I think there might be. There's probably some, at least one around where I live. I have not been though. Is that like a store or is it a restaurant? It's like a store. I always thought it might be like a store and a restaurant. Hey, I've never been in there. Would I make a gummy flavored candy? Yes. Yes. I would. Cracker Barrel hits if you're 80. Do they have crackers? Do they have barrels? Do they have crackers in barrels? The store in front of the restaurant. It's a restaurant with a gift shop. Oh, okay. Now I see. Oh, very original. Oh, they got crackers. Oh, don't you worry. I don't really go out to restaurants all that much, especially ones with the gift shops, to be honest. But I did go to that juice store. I go to a lot of places where you can just like get food and go, you know? But I don't really go to like sit down restaurants all that much anymore. Unless for like a special occasion. But it's like a whole thing. I'd rather just like get the food and go home and then eat the food and watch TV. You can eat dinner and do your Christmas shopping. Need to go to Cracker Barrel. It's my culture. I guess so. It's a rite of passage, right? Isn't it more southern? When I think of Cracker Barrel, I think of southern. More of a southern vibe. Or maybe it's fake southern. Embarrassed being seated by yourself? Well, I've never done that. No, I don't do that. Nope, I wouldn't do that. If I sit down at a restaurant, I'm sitting down in a restaurant with other people. They got big crackers on the porch. I just imagine just people just sitting nibbling on crackers. Like saltine crackers. Oh, I don't like saltine crackers. They're the worst cracker. There's checkers tables. There's checker tables where you get to play checkers by yourself. one person game of checkers. Checkers? They got checkers? I'm so confused. What the hell is Cracker Barrel? What the hell is this place? I'm gonna look it up. You know, I bet you we could find like a 3D tour of a Cracker Barrel. Somebody's gone into a Cracker Barrel and showed you the inside. Let's see. Cracker Barrel. Let's look at some of these images. Oh my god. I don't know, man. I don't know about this. Let's see. Let's go to like an empty... Here's an empty Cracker Barrel. Ah! Okay, there's some people in there. The Cracker Barrel managers. This looks awful. Oh my god, and then the seating? Look at that seating! You're like right up against all of the other people around you. There's no comfort in space. What? Imagine sitting at these tables and then the people are right next to you and the people behind you, and then the waitresses have to go around all these chairs and these people push out their chairs? What? This chair arrangement looks like a nightmare for everyone involved. You get to eavesdrop? Okay, I'm in. All right, I'm back. I'm so back. Here's it full of people. Oh my god, it looks awful. It looks like my nightmare. Ah! Nightmare. Oh no, what happened? Oh. I don't know what I just... Oh, okay. Oh, look at this nightmare. Everyone's so crowded together. Ugh! No. Look, there's people standing up and you have to... They're talking? Let's zoom in on that plate. Zoom in on that plate. Zoom in on that table. What are they eating? What are they eating over there? Let's zoom in. Looks like they got some eggs. Eggs, hash brown, a little patty. Is that a side of like apple pie? But like just the slices? Just the apple slices? And then you got your various 3 bowls of soup. of beige soups. And 2 rolls. They make good chicken strips and chocolate milk. I haven't gone since I was 10. Biscuits and gravy. Yeah, I'm not particularly familiar. What's going on? Oh, yo, this guy's just staring at us. Hello, sure. Oh, he's not looking at us. He looked like he might have been. Is this the exact same Cracker Barrel here? I honestly can't tell. I don't think so. They must try to make their stores... Wait. It's a store, right? Hold on. Zoom in. Zoom in here. Is this the gift shop? It visually looks like a mess. It's gotta be, right? That's the gift shop! Oh my god! What the fuck is going on in the ceiling? What is that? Why is there like 10 million fans. Do they sell fans? Are they selling fans? What? Why did they glue a bunch of shit to the ceiling? It's the only way out. It's the only exit. They sell light fixtures? Oh, I see. I see. Let's look up Cracker Barrel store. Oh, okay. Actually, this picture looks nice. I think I would happily go in here. Wow! Look at all that. Look at all these snacks. This looks nice. Lots of snacks. Ooh, I like the snacks. Zoom in on the snacks. Let's see what we got. Look at this section. Oh, look, we got mugs. Lots of candies. Ooh. Excuse me. It was so impressive I sneezed. Lots of candy and soda. Is that soda? Is that a wall of soda or sauces? That's soda? Whoa, what? What flavors? Oh, it's hard to tell. That's a lot of unknown sodas. Or maybe they're sauces. I can't tell. The very bottom row looks like it could be sauces, but the top row looks like soda. Interesting. Not a single name brand. It looks... What's over here? Zoom in. Ah! What is this? Oh! Big can, big bag. Big bag. Look, they got bubble gum. I can't imagine. Who likes bubble gum that much to get the biggest bag ever? Yeah, a little something for everybody. You know what? Bring your whole family because they got a little something for everybody here at Cracker Barrel. Oh, they got the soda wall if you like the sodas. They got the wall of candy if you like candy. We also got the gravy and biscuits. Now, don't you forget that we have the gravy and biscuits for you. David Taker, gotta go. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, let me look at my list. Ow, what the fuck? Ow! I just got stabbed. Ow! I got stabbed by a toothpick. Why is there a toothpick? It was in... It's too complicated to explain. I can't explain it to you. Ow! That hurt. What the fuck? Watch out for toothpicks, man. They'll get you. Yowie! Owie! Owie! Yowie! Okay. The last thing on my list. The most dangerous topic. Well, I guess there's another dangerous topic, but this is our first dangerous topic. You know, I've been watching a lot of Vinny Vine Sauce. I don't know if you guys care or know who that is at all, but he's another streamer. He's very popular. I like him. I've been watching him play the Silent Hill game. Pretty good. You know, I don't think he talks. I don't think he interrupts too much in terms of, especially for a Silent Hill game. I appreciate him sort of taking it seriously, but also still making jokes. So niche and underground. I like him. I think he's pretty chill, and that's why I like his streams, because I feel like I can just watch him play anything, you know? Vinny's Toys That Do Nothing video? Yes, you know what I'm talking about. Yes. Okay, so he does have a series where other people give him these like packs, and in the packs it's just information about stuff that he can stream about. So the most recent thing I think he did was toys topic of toys that do nothing. So somebody just like compiled a bunch of toys that do nothing for him to show off and talk about on stream. I think that's really cool. I think that's a really cool idea. Obviously, somebody else is doing the work for him. But in terms of like, I guess it would be categorized as react slop. Because he is just reacting to toys that don't do anything. But I think it's a little bit more than that, in a way. And I am a bit inspired. And I don't know. I don't want to do react slop, you know? I don't want to sit here. I absolutely freaking I hate it. I hate it when I see other streamers react slopping. Especially like just sitting. I've seen so many streamers. They're just sitting there and they basically just bring up YouTube and then they're like, they just find, I don't know, a popular YouTube video and they just fucking press play. And then we all just watch the YouTube video together? I don't know. That just seems, I personally, it's okay. It is okay that other streamers want to stream that. Obviously. And it's okay if other people want to watch that. But I do not understand it. I don't get it. And I would not watch that personally. I love when NL does it. Yeah, well, that's just like a quick internet clip that he just repeats over and over. I'm gritting my teeth when I say this. I don't know. I just don't understand it personally. But in terms of what Vinny's doing, I do understand that. And I've been thinking that it would be really fun. To me, it would be really fun if we did a stream where we like watch music videos and talk about music videos. I like doing that. I do that in my own free time. I'll just like sit down for an hour or more and I just watch music videos. I think they're really interesting and fun. And I like judging music videos and I like thinking about how I can make a music video good or bad. I don't know, that's been an idea rattling around in my head, but I'm afraid that it's too much of YouTube slop. I'm afraid that it's too sloppy. I don't want it to be sloppy. I don't want to give you guys slop. So I'm not sure if it would be like, we could do it on Discord, that we could do that as an option. Or it could just be a stream. Or I won't do it because it could be too sloppy. When you get copyrighted to hell for playing music, yeah. But I would just be demonetized and then I would just private the video. It wouldn't be a big deal. Not a big deal. I wouldn't get a strike or anything, I don't think. I would just get rid of the video. And I wouldn't monetize it. Yeah, maybe if I did a proper research, yes. Twitch exclusive slop? You think that's how I get, you know? That's how I'll get the extra viewers? Little Twitch slop? I don't know. I've been thinking about it. But also, I could try and do like my homework and try to find a cool topic, kind of like Vinny does, and do some research on it, and make a little presentation. Oh, speaking of, did anyone see this guy? Big news, this guy alert. This guy alert. We got a new guy just dropped. The brand new guy, we just found him. He's brand new. You guys know about this? I forgot to tell you guys about this. This is the kind of shit you only get here. But yeah, brand new guy. I don't know what his name is. Here he is. We just found him. Brand new. Never before found until now. No idea what animal is that? I don't know. Here he is. He's brand new. This guy, brand new. He looks like he would go. Looks like he would make a little nose. You could hear his nose sniffing. Yeah, he was lost. We've never seen. He is new to mankind. We have never seen this creature before. New creature. Just discovered. Okay, scientists went. A new guy. We just found him. Look, everyone. Here he is. He looks like he would make a little squeaky sound. Look at those little weirdo paws. Nice. Pretty crazy. You know, we thought it couldn't have been done. We thought it wouldn't have been done. We thought we found all the little guys. And then bam, a new guy. Looks like it's full of anxiety. It also looks a little sad. Just a little guy. I wanted to share him because I liked him so much. He's pretty good. I like him a lot. And you know what? Science rules. That's what I'm saying. What was the other thing? There was another thing. Oh, yo. Ah. Right. This isn't particularly happy. Well, whatever. I think eventually I might go down to stream like this week. Well, this week was because of the concert, but I might go down to only streaming 2 times a week for a little bit. I'm not fully sure. I haven't fully committed to that, but that's a possibility. I think I won't for Halloween. I'm not gonna change anything for Halloween yet because I want to stream a lot for Halloween. I want to stream a lot of scary games. So yeah. But I don't know. I think I should focus on making videos and editing and also school and other things. I don't know. And also at the same time, I have been doing this for a while now. And I think I haven't really taken a break in any actual way. Like, I've never went on hiatus or anything like that. I've taken a break in terms of if I was actually going to do things, like I was busy. But I've never just like stopped. Just to stop. I see people do it all the time, and people talk about burnout and all of that. And there are times I guess I feel it in some ways, but not really. I do and I don't. I don't know. It's kind of become routine for me in a lot of ways. A good routine, very nice routine, an enjoyable routine. But I think also mentally, it might be good for me to try to focus on other things a little bit more. But also still focus on streaming. Just more the technical, like, editing side. I don't know. It's been on my mind, so I'm just updating you guys on where my mind's at with it. You know, but like I said, I'm definitely going to be doing Halloween month as normal, regularly scheduled streaming. Hey, you guys. Hey. There's plenty of streamers out there who don't even make a schedule, okay? You know, I'm gonna be here. I'm here. I have a schedule, and I will be here unless something comes up or whatever, but you know, you can count on me being here. I'll give you that. I promise you that. Yeah, at the moment. I don't want to make any promises, but you know, we're just dudes on the internet. Yeah, exactly. We're all just dudes on the internet. We're having a good time being dudes on the internet. Yeah. Also, I think like I take this too seriously. I think that I take this too seriously, and I think I need to just stop taking it as seriously as I do. Have you really been doing this every week for the past years? Yep. Yep, pretty much. Yep. I deleted a lot of videos. I didn't delete them. I privated a lot of videos from my YouTube, but if you looked, you probably could have seen how much I've done and all of that. A moderator of 2 Twitch channels. I really appreciate you making the schedules. Well, hey, it helps me too. It's not just... I can't imagine not having a schedule, to be honest. If I didn't have a schedule, like... What? I don't know. What? How would I stream? How would you guys know when I'm streaming? I would just do it? That would be crazy. It was crazy. 5 years soon? Don't remind me. Don't remind me. Don't. Yeah, probably. Yes, I think so. It's not a bad thing. It is a very good thing, and it's a great thing. It's awesome, and I'm proud of what I've done. I'm proud of it. I just, you know, insane amount of time to not take breaks. At least this many months to go. Wow! A cool sword. Thank you. Thank you. But I don't know. I feel like streaming kind of, in a way, comes naturally to me. I've thought about before, like, what if I do just quit, right? Like, what would my freaking life look like, right? And I don't want to, because I feel like it would be so boring without streaming, without hanging out with you guys and having a good time. Like, what would I do? Watch TV? Nah, man. This is fun. I really enjoy it, you know? And that's why I keep doing it. But I think it's also... I'd like to put more effort in terms of trying to put myself out there as a streamer, making more clips, because that seems to be really the way. So, focusing a little bit more on that side of things and seeing how that goes. That's really the main thing. Little bit less streaming for more content that I can post consistently. Be more consistent with posting content, which means I need more time to do that on top of school, you know? Because, you know, I mean, I have thought about it. 5 years, man, coming up. I guess I'd like to be a little bit more where I am, a little bit more than where I am now. So, those are all my feelings on it. That's all of it. Those are my thoughts and feelings. Do I have an end goal in mind? Collabs are also a great way to promote yourself. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. You're not wrong. Hey, I've been trying. I can say that. I have been messaging people, and I have been trying things, and it's not just like a cold random message of like, hey, you want to collab? You know, I'm not that cringe. I know. It's tough with other people, their schedules, and especially with VTubers. A lot of VTubers already have their sort of group that they sort of already have their friends. React content more? No, 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 no. No, it was just one React content idea, I guess. An end goal in mind. I gave myself recently, when I first started, I had very big goals in mind that were very unrealistic. But I think to be realistic, the thing that I'm shooting for, the number one thing that I'm shooting for, is an average of at least 30 people watching me at one time in terms of live streaming. That's basically my one goal right now. And the only way that I can think of really doing that, of achieving that, of getting myself out there, is clips. Tried raffles for free drawings or something similar to promote yourself? Sort of. I've done some things. Not really raffles, but I've kind of made posts online to be like, hey, I'll draw you if you put your stuff... post your pic, I'll draw ya. I've done that a few times. Sometimes they're popular, sometimes they're not. I feel like it has shifted, you know? In the beginning, when I first started, lots of VTubers were also first starting. So, you know, it's kind of like we were all in it together, and lots of people were making posts of like, hey, let's all hang out, or hey, let's all share our designs, or hey, I'll draw you, stuff like that. And that's how I met the people that I still hang out with, sort of. Like Echo. I met Echo just from posting on a post sharing designs, and I said that I liked her design, and she said she likes my design, and then we just started talking. But people don't really do that anymore. It's not really a thing, sadly. Highest I've seen is 27. Yeah, it fluctuates depending on what I'm doing and stuff. But I think that's the most realistic goal that I can get. You know? That's how I met your VTuber. I met some people. There were quite a few people that I did some collabs with, but they, you know, especially in the VTuber scene, lots of people stop. Lots of people graduate or just stop. They're just gone. So it's kind of hard because you have a group of people that you collabed with and you hung out with, and then they're just gone. And now it's like, oh, I have to make friends again with random people. 1 million live viewers. 1 million. Heck yeah. Let's make it 2 million. Huh? Reach for the stars. Reach for 2 million. If I had 1 million live viewers, I would say, okay guys, all you gotta do is just give me $1. There's 1 million of you. All you have to do is contribute $1. That's all I'm asking you. I'm gonna start banning people if you don't give me $1 right now. I'm gonna end the stream. $1. 1 million live viewers. $1. $8.7 billion. People? Whoa, 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 whoa. $400K with that after YouTube cut? Or that's how much YouTube makes? Oh god. Oh no. I mean, in a lot of ways, I'm very proud of like what I've done, but I always can't help but wanting to do more and achieving more. So let's get to 30 viewers together. That's how Wiki tries to fundraise? Oh yeah. You know what's kind of crazy? When I was younger in school, in like high school or whatever, like Wiki was the resource that it was a reputable resource. I feel like now, I don't think you can use Wiki anymore as like for like a school paper or whatever. I don't know what happened to Wiki, but it doesn't seem reputable. I don't think a teacher would accept a Wiki source anymore. If everyone donated, if everyone just donated $1, yeah, all it takes is $1. It's true. It's easy. It's just $1. Hey, you don't have $1? That's why you gotta use the source Wiki uses instead? Ah, now you're thinking. Now you're thinking. Not sure if that's true? Hey, I don't know. Just doesn't seem... No teachers, like, use, you know... Lots of teachers give resources, give articles and things like that that you can use. I've never seen a teacher anymore say, you know, use Wikipedia. I just don't see that anymore. But hey, I could be wrong. The internet has changed. The internet has changed. That's all I'm saying. Amen. Wikipedia. You never know. Can't anyone edit a Wikipedia thing now? But I guess it has to be approved? I'm not sure. I never even really used it. I never did that. I'm not a Wikipedia expert. I don't think I was ever allowed to directly quote Wikipedia. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. It's always been like that. Oh, right. Well, never mind. Never mind. I guess I thought about it because I've been doing schoolwork. All my teachers were internet illiterate. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't have misinformation. Okay, okay. I see, I see. I was wrong. I was wrong. The other thing, I think we sort of talked about it, which was the Silent Hill game. I really wish I could play it. I wish I could stream it. That's a game that I really wish I could stream. I really want to play that game. And I really want to stream it. I'm gonna have to give in eventually, right? I'm gonna have to give in and buy a console at some point. Because I'm not gonna be able to stream any new game. Because they're all gonna be too much for my laptop. And they're not gonna be on any of my consoles. Hey. I wouldn't be sure which one to get. Do I get a Switch? Or do I get a PS5? I don't know. Buy a PC? Anything I do, I'll be screwed. I gotta buy something. Every console get a bump in price? Oh, I don't know. I haven't been following along. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, if everyone contributes $1, we can get a PS5. We can play Silent Hill. No. I think everything got a bump increase, you know? If I got a PC, I'd probably get one of those pre-built ones. You changed the information of 2 articles once? Oh. It just changes the information of the article in the language you change it. It does not apply to translations. Oh. Is the new Silent Hill only on PS5? I think it is also on computer. But I'm not sure if my computer... I know my computer could not handle streaming it and playing it. I might be able to just play it by myself if I really wanted to. But I do wish that I could stream it. If anything, I'd buy a new laptop. But I don't need to. This baby's still kicking. Just like my car. Just like I talked about my car and how I drove it until it wasn't safe to do so anymore. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do to this laptop. This baby is gonna melt and die. You know, until that... And when that day comes, I'll buy a new one. Unless something goes horribly wrong. You know, some function stops functioning and you need that function to function. Until then, this laptop is... This is it. Go buy a console and get mad when there's no games to play. That's true. It does seem like there's less and less games for both the Switch and the PlayStation 5. Only a few. My PC is 10 years old. Yeah. I don't know how old this laptop is. Well, this laptop is... I bought it for streaming, so we're getting to 5 years. We're getting close to 5. Not that bad, is it? It still works. I mean, basically, if I can't stream anymore, that's when I get something new. PC's due for some upgrades. That's the one thing that kind of sucks, I guess, about a laptop is you can't upgrade it. You can't really upgrade a laptop. I mean, you could always download some more RAM, but... It started getting slow. I just overclocked mine. Upgrade the GPU. Oh, I see. I recently bought a big, I don't know, a big like hard drive thingy to plug in because I ran out of space. And laptops, they don't have that much space. Especially if you have all the streaming stuff. It takes up a lot of room. Honestly, the biggest thing that I had, I don't have it anymore. The biggest thing on my computer was all of the Adobe stuff. Adobe is an evil company. And I don't know, I hate Adobe. I might have not paid for the products. I might have downloaded them for free. But yeah, they were on my computer and they were freaking huge. I ended up putting them on the drive. Yes, I agree. It is immoral. Immoral. It's evil. Do not support Adobe. I don't think I need Adobe anymore, though. Unless... Nah. Screw it. Nah. I just do everything on my iPad. It's fine. It's fine. The thing that sucks about the iPad is when you draw... I don't know. How do I explain this? When you draw stuff... I was gonna draw it out, but whatever. When you draw stuff and then like move it around the screen, it becomes blurry. It's something to do with the pixels or whatever. But it's annoying because sometimes you're drawing stuff and you're in the middle of like drawing something nice, but I have to like move the eye just a little bit. So you select it and you move it around and it looks better, but then that thing you just selected to move around, it became all pixelated. It's kind of unavoidable. That's the one thing that Adobe has that I don't have. Oh, there's other art programs that don't do that, but for iPad, for drawing on the iPad, it's basically Procreate all the way. But I will say this, I was talking about this with some of my friends. You do not need a fancy program. You do not need any fancy program whatsoever to draw. You know, I have talked to quite a few people who felt, I don't know, it was kind of like this feeling of like, ooh, well, once I get that, then I'll be good, right? Once I get this drawing tablet, then I'll be good. once I get this expensive art program, then I'll be good and I'll draw, you know? No. They feel like they need all this stuff to start. Yeah, just need a paper and pencil. Truly. If you want to go super freestyle with it. That's all you need. If you want to draw, it's right there. It's one of the most free hobbies you can do. It's like paper pencil. Maybe you need to buy the paper and pencil, but man, it's not like a giant drawing tablet or an art program. I can understand now, like digitally drawing. Digitally drawing is a little different, but at the end of the day, paper and pencil's all you need. Paper and pencil's all you need. I can draw as well as me when I'm blindfolded. Hey, that's nice. I use Paint? Oh, nice. I love Paint. I think Paint is a great program. Your ex was a really big Tumblr artist, and she taught me to use Psy for line art because its smoothing is amazing. And then I learned from a friend who was a Cal art how to shade with Photoshop. Oh, nice. Very useful. Yeah, I haven't really dabbled with either of those programs. Well, I mean, I know Photoshop. I know Photoshop for photoshopping. I've never actually really drawn. I know that people use Photoshop for like drawing, right? Or maybe it's, yeah. People use Photoshop for drawing. Some crazy people out there, right? Maybe it's Illustrator? I'm not quite sure. Kira? Yeah. Kirta? Whatever. That drawing thing too? Yeah, seems pretty good. I agree. But you know, you don't need it. You don't need it. That's all I'm saying. Don't let not having the correct tools stop you. There is no correct tools. Anything can translate, you know, from pen and paper to digitally drawing. You can translate over. Any sort of practice on paper, pencil is good. People use typewriters to draw? Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I bet. I can see that. Yeah, people get real creative with it. Some people, man, insane. You know, there are like insanely talented artists who draw with their finger on their phone. They use like the freaking Notes app or something. I don't know if it's a Notes app. Maybe they have like a little drawing thing on their phone, but they use their finger. I can't imagine. I've tried. I haven't really tried, but I have done little doodles in the Notes app. It's really hard. And they're like 16-year-olds, and they're like, yeah, I just drew this with like my finger on my phone. It's a goddamn masterpiece. Advanced finger painting. Aren't you just angry because you couldn't draw properly with Procreate? No, it's Procreate. Procreate is the problem, not me. But that just sort of comes with the app. That's sort of the trade-off for drawing in the Procreate app. The girl that could mold Play-Doh in her pockets into little animals. Oh, that's so cute. Soot from a frame? Make marks on wood? Whoa. That sounds crazy. Yeah, man. You just gotta find the right tool for you! A flame, not frame. Oh, yeah. That's what I thought you meant. A flame! Soot! Wow, that's pretty cool. It's all about what tool speaks to you. But hopefully, you know, it's not a $300 and a monthly subscription. That's all I'm saying. You don't need it. You don't need it. Big stretch, big stretch. Wow, 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 wow. Well, this was fun. I feel like I haven't gotten to just yap about stuff in a while. It was fun yapping about stuff with you guys. Oh, $300 could buy a lot of cheer wine. You could be drowning in cheer wine. Oh, that sounds so nice. I wish I didn't drink my ramune. I want more ramune. Ramune. Let's see. What the heck is going on? Sunday fun day. Oh, we're doing sport, just like we talked about. Hey, I listen. I listen sometimes to your guys' suggestions. We're gonna be playing sport on Sunday fun day. I'm pretty excited. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna create a little creature. Maybe like this creature. It's gonna be like this creature. This brand new creature, but worse. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be like this creature, but worse. What? I hope you guys had fun hanging out. My TED Talk? Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. About my experiences while I was away. Briefly. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out and yapping with me. It's a lot of fun. And I hope you get a little treat just for me. And I'll see you next time. Okay. Good night. Bye.